Wow, it's really been almost a year since I've clicked this, hasn't it? Pretty crazy. Here we go. Wow, that's life-changing. Life-changing. Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome. It's my first time back. Shut up, Clarabelle! Oh no, don't leave! No, I didn't mean to yell. Come back. Okay. I would say all my trees are dead, but I never even got trees in the first place. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a doodle. Look at this kid. Look at him. Look at it's not even mine. Here's mine. The tired, annoyed one that doesn't know how to walk and stand up straight. What an idiot. No, this one's mine now. Come here, G-Wiz. You're mine now. Oh, yes you are. Yes you are. Look at you. You're actually obedient and not annoyed to see me after a year. Yo, imagine owning like a dog and then you leave for a year because you're off at like, you know, duty for the army or something like that. And you come home after all that time and you get to see your dog again and your dog's like, ugh. But your neighbor's dog is running over and being like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's how I feel right now. Oh yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. This is like almost quite literally the exact same thing that was in my catalog last time I played this because it's literally been a year. Oh, I got it. 201 beans, by the way. And I actually have some tasks. What you know? What do you know, fam? What do you know? Let me go start running that down because I should at least start on that. Sandy Sandman, bring me a dream. But how is it going, everybody? It's your pal Mega Snoop, and this is a cog building. I'm gonna be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
That was a quick intro. Hey, okay. How's it going, everybody? It's your pal Mega Snoop bringing you. I need this number cruncher, so we're gonna fight it real quick. Another Toonie the Tiger episode, right? I know, after like a year, right? I didn't even get gags. That's how stupid I am. Someone's coming to help me. Thank you so much. Galaxia Stormcloud. Nice name, very nice. And I'm sure you're all wondering, pretty obviously, where has Toonie been? Yeah, right? Oh, where is he? Been a whole year and you finally make another video? What's the deal? I mean, out of the 20 some odd videos I've made about like wanting to play other games and having no fun on TTR and just having no motivation, I feel like you should probably be able to piece together where I was. I just didn't want to, you know? And that's just how it is to be a content creator. You can't force yourself to do something you don't want to do, especially if it's on a game you don't want to play. That's just how it is to be a content creator. If you're any sort of artist, if you're forced to sing, you're not going to sing well. If you're forced to write, you're not going to write well. If you're forced to make videos, you're not going to make those videos well. And I can prove to you that that is the case because this isn't the first time I've tried to record a Toonie the Tiger episode in the past year. I want you to take a quick look at Toonie's gag experience minus the throw that I just got. If you take a look at the sound, it is currently at 4650, and I took a screenshot from the last couple minutes of my last video before I found any more cogs, and it is at 4562. It is almost 100 more now than it was before, which means I literally sat down and recorded a whole episode, which is probably why some of these are probably more filled up than they were before. Because I tried. I sat down and I recorded an entire Toonie the Tiger episode, and then I edited it together, and then I watched it, and I was like, no, I hate this. My attitude is bad. I'm not having fun. The editing sucked. There was no good topics. There was just, it wasn't a good video, and I wasn't gonna upload a bad video, because I've uploaded bad videos in the past, and people tend to not like them, surprisingly, right? I mean, it's not really that surprising that people don't like bad videos, but as a content creator or an artist or anything that requires some sort of creative spin on your work, you have to make sure that you love what you do. And if you don't, it's gonna produce a poor result, and it's not gonna be something that the people who are a fan of your art are gonna like, you know? Like, imagine being a songwriter and you create hit song after hit song after hit song, and then suddenly you just don't feel like doing it anymore, and everyone's demanding that you make another song, so you just sit down and shut up and make another song, and it turns out really badly, and you know it's bad, and you release it anyway? You're kind of a prick, dude. Don't do that. I would straight up rather just not upload anything than upload something that I'm not proud of, or something that I don't like, you know? Like, I just feel like that's how artists should be, content creators, anybody working creatively. So, yeah, I've really tried for you guys to bring out another Toonie the Tiger episode, because I know how much you guys like the Toonie the Tiger episodes. I get comments all the time being like, hey, the last Toonie the Tiger was 6 months ago. The last tuning of the tiger was 9 months ago. It's almost been a year since the last tuning of the tiger. Now, as of a few days ago, it has been a year since the last tuning of the tiger, and so, sorry, I guess, you know? But I sat down today finding motivation to sit down and do this and have a good attitude about it and smile and know exactly what I wanted to say. And so that's what I'm here to do. Bring you a good tuning of the tiger episode where he runs back and forth for 25 minutes trying to complete the Sandy Sandman task. Smile. But because it's been a year, that means I do have a lot more to talk about, which is good. That's a very good thing. I love having stuff to talk about because it makes me happy and it gives me, you know, a reason to actually do this instead of just chilling here being all like, "What's up, dudes? I'm depressed. Life sucks." Instead I can be like, "What's up, dudes? I'm depressed and life sucks." But I'm happy about it because I know I have stuff I want to talk about. So I actually have like notes. I came up with notes and I'm like, I have a full video right here of good, positive, fun things to talk about. I'm gonna talk about it. Faster just to skip to the end here. This is one of the few things they added since the last Tuning of the Tiger. They've probably added like 3 things, right? This is one of them. The little shortcut to the end of Pajama Place. It's a nice little shortcut. If you didn't know about it, now you know about it. So you can get to Cashbot HQ quicker if you need to get to Cashbot HQ and you don't have teleport access. You don't have to run all the way down Donald's Dreamland. Like, that is actually a top-notch, good addition. One of those little small quality of life updates. It's very nice. It's very nice. Speaking of updates, I think there's only been like actually 2 other updates that have been worthwhile in the past year, and neither of them have really been like progressive content. It's been content, but not like progressive content, right? One of them was the options update, so like this little button with the gameplay and the fact that I'm using WASD right now. Like, I find it ironic that like there was a video of a few Tuning the Tigers ago where it was all like how to use WASD in Toontown, and then it was a joke because they didn't have it at the time, but now they do. So I'm actually using WASD, fam. It's real. Been out for a whole while. And then the second one is the Silly Meter, which Toonie doesn't have yet because you have to do that task, but I'll probably do it after I'm done running back and forth with Sandy Sandman. Wait, no, I can't. Wait, maybe. I would need to finish one of these tasks first. Darn you, Toonie! Like, I actually had it in my brain. I was like, yo, now that the Silly Meter's out, maybe I can go on Toonie and do the Silly Meter task and get his Silly Meter reader. Silly Meter reader? Is that what it's called? The meter reader? The silly reader? Whatever it's called. I wanted to do that, and then I realized, yo, his tasks are a little full. And I don't even know which of these I'm actually closest to finishing. I know Sandy Sandman is running back and forth a bunch, and then it's fighting a bunch of cogs, so probably not that one. And then 13 Robber Barons, so probably not that one. And that's another 106 cogs, so probably not that one. And this is 15 Number Crunchers, so probably not that one. But I do want to commend a lot of the good steps that TTR is taking, because this is like the first time in a long time I've seen this from them. Like, believe it or not, even though the Silly Meter update might not affect you, just like it doesn't really affect me, it did do some good things. Like, this is the first time that I can remember that they implemented something brand new that is a continuous change of the game that affects what we do in our day-to-day. Like the WASD and the options, I guess, kind of, but it's not a game mechanic, they're just options. Like the Silly Meter is an actual new, brand new mechanic they added to the game that changes the way that it's played. And that's a good thing. Like, it actually adds another level to the game that we have to pay attention to and work towards and actually have like there that does anything. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? It's like when they added the cloud, it didn't add anything. They just put a cloud saying we plan on doing something. Heck, even when they added new excuse me, sir, talking. Even when they added new toon species, it wasn't really changing the way the game was played. They just added 2 new options for you to be, and that doesn't really change much at all. Like at all. Especially if you're not interested in those changes, you're not gonna get anything out of it. It's simple. All right, what do you got for me, fatty? Back to Sandy on this street. That's not too bad. A lot of running in this task. This is one of the most running around tasks in the whole game. This one and House of Z's, which are both in Donald's Dreamland. Fabulous. It's right there, but I already did it. I don't have to do it again. Safe from the torture that is House of Z's. I've seen so many tunes go into the House of Z's and just not come out. It is a literal haunted house of Toontown. Excuse me, sir? You ran in front of House Aziz and you stopped. He's petrified. Look at him. Alright, finally give me a task-worthy task, please. I've literally been recording for 15 minutes and all I've done is run. There we go. I'm not gonna do that right now. Actually, I probably should because that would knock out literally everything I need to do. Maybe I can go to one of the busy districts and hope for the best. Like, cross my fingers. Like, maybe there's somebody to do a 5-story. Probably not, but maybe. Like, this time of day, like... Actually, there's 1,800 people online. You think maybe somebody would be around doing 5-story cash bot buildings. Probably not, but maybe. Look at all my non-friends. Do I even have any? How many friends? I have 7 friends. Who are my 7 friends? I'm curious about this. We got bacon, egg, and cheese. Offline for 11 months. Not surprised. Brian, which is actually my roommate. He's been offline for 2 years. Wow. Count Skipper. Offline for 3 years. That's Shannon. Offline for 8 months. Speedy Mega Snoop. Offline for 1 month. My own girlfriend offline for 2 months, and that's it. That's all my friends. Wow, I have a severe lack of friends, don't I? Jeez. The level 9 joined. Oh, and it does do this stupid little dance. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Oh, I don't have any lure, so this is gonna be bad. Please don't miss. Okay, we're good. Man, lure is so overpowered. It's so difficult to play without it, honestly. I am genuinely thinking about multi-tuning this because I know I'm not gonna find anyone looking to do a 5-story building. And that the sad thing is, like, one of these, like, really difficult tasks to do. There's no one around to do it. So after that one battle, I gotta go get more gags, dude. And probably more laugh as well. That would be handy, wouldn't it? Seems to be a lot more people here, though. Like, this seems to be the place that if I were to find somebody to do a 5-story building, I would be able to find somebody to do a 5-story building. You know, this would be the spot. Chief called, said this is it. Well, dude, what's up with all these people, like, being stuck in the air? Look at this. They're just out here stretching. Stretch those thighs. Stretch those thighs. Listen to your Wii Fit trainer, kids. Oh, yo, there's people in front of this 5-story. Yo, oh, wait. They want to go. We're in, fam. I don't got a multi-tune. Bless. That is exactly how I feel whenever I tell someone I love them. Question mark? No! Alright, I have no idea what the skill range of any of these people are, if they're trying to train or what's going on, but let's find out. Actually, they're all fair. Oh, there's like silly meter stuff. Oh, I didn't even realize. Dude, I'm so messed up on where the tune tasks are now. I'm like, keep going down to the silly meter thing. Tooney's also so close to maxing throw. Oh my goodness. So many things are happening. I'm sorry I gave up on you, Tooney. Oh, and we're training trap now, aren't we? Never mind, I give up. Alright, that's it for this series, guys. Thank you for watching Tooney the Tiger. I'll see you guys next year. Stupid trap trailer. Why is the door closed? Hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to smash that like button. Yeah, Squirt. Squirt it is. I like Squirt. Not the soda. That's disgusting. Actually, speaking of soda, I was about to reach for my mini fridge. Yo, you guys aren't gonna believe it. Actually, you'll probably believe it, but I'm happy anyway. Check it out. Ready? Ready? Ta-da! Now, if you know anything about me, and I mean anything about me, you know this is one of the sweetest treats in the whole world. A Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It is amazing, right? I'm so happy that I can experience it here today with you. Not only that, but I bought a lot. I don't know if I can stretch this over, but my mini fridge is literally just full of Baja Blast. Like, 12-year-old me would be pissing his pants right now if you told him this was his future. Be like, hey, hold out another 10 years there, fam. You're gonna be able to have all Baja Blast you want. You're gonna have a whole fridge full. It's gonna be great, dude. Just hold out. It's great. 13-year-old me is on the ground crying right now. You know, like, I wish that was right now, you know? Pop this open. Oh, the sound. Oh, the smell. Oh. Oh, I got goosebumps. It's so good. It's a good soda. Don't even throw me back to like 3 years ago on my birthday when I found out that the fight between Pitch Black and Baja Blast was rigged the whole time. And Pitch Black won, and they're like, yeah, one of these is going to be at stores forever, and the other one's going to be gone. And then Pitch Black won, and they put it on the shelves for about 6 months, and then no one ever bought it. Because obviously it's a trash soda. And then Fast forward to today, I don't see Pitch Black anywhere. Like, I mean, anywhere. And at least they have Baja Blast back for a limited time. You think these guys are gonna get uncomfortable if I keep talking about how much I love them? Yo, I'm still hearing like sound effects in the background. Like, I don't know if you guys hear it or not, but there's like definitely sound effects in the background of like the silly meter. Like, you can definitely hear it. Like, is it the street props or something? It just won't go away? Is this another bug? Is this intended? Are you supposed to hear it everywhere you go? Like, the silly meter is part of us all. Like, I know it's there because not only do I hear it, but like when nothing else is happening on the game, I see over on my OBS the little like audio bouncer is like boing, 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 boing. Like, it's, you can see it. Like, I can see it. It's like boing, boing. Boing. So I'm gonna have to report a bug. Excuse me, TTR, if you watch any of my videos, I like to report a bug. Oh, and also I had something I wanted to say that was a really good point about TTR with videos, and this is really good. Like, this is the most positive thing I've probably ever said about TTR in a long time, and I've said a lot of positive things about them. So this is a really good one. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. All right. There are two things that I believe are crucial if you're going to make a good online multiplayer experience for your video game. And they don't even have anything to do with the multiplayer experience, right? There are two things that multiplayer games need to be able to thrive and continue down the road. That way they don't just die out in a month. Number one is to listen to your community, listen to their thoughts, listen to their ideas. If there's a large portion of them that want something, you should probably figure out how to implement it. If there's a large portion that don't like something, you better figure out how to get rid of it. So number one, just listen to your community. Obviously, they're the ones that play your game, and if you're not fixing the problems that they're seeing, they're not going to continue playing the game. But number two is my big one because it ties to me directly. Number two is be good to your content creators. Be good to them. I mean, you don't have to suck up to them and put in all the ideas that they want or do anything exclusively in game to them, but just be good to them. Like, a little bit, just be good. And TTR did a really good job of being good to its content creators lately. Like, I'm a big fan of Twitter, and I'm on Twitter a lot. And I'm going to pick out two instances in the past week that TTR has been good to its content creators. Number one, Loopy Goopy G made a video about the history of Toontown Rewritten and their like timeline of their silly meter stuff with all their lore and ARG and stuff. And it was a good video. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I left a like. And the person who ran the actual TTR Twitter, I'm guessing it's Quentin, but I know that he can't just make decisions on his own. Not because he's not capable, but because it's a team effort, because Toontown Written is a team. So I'm sure he asked somebody if it was okay, and they're like, yeah, good idea. And he posted Loopy Goopy's G's video to the Toontown Written Twitter, being like, hey guys, check out this video from @LoopyGoopyG about the timeline of TTR. You should watch it. It's pretty cool. And I was like, that's really cool that the actual Twitter is shouting out one of the content creators for their game, you know? And then not even a couple days later, Joey himself from his personal account is like, hey, you guys still confused about the silly meter? There's this other Toontown YouTuber called Librarian Larry that made a video about all the little details, and he shouted out that video and put the little app in like, make sure to follow Librarian Larry or whatever. And I'm like, that's also really good. So, you know, it's not just Quentin going behind people's back, but Joey's also full support of this. Let's help out Toontown Rewritten people. Then I saw multiple Toontown Rewritten staff members. What am I saying? Multiple staff members tweeted out Reverie Stream, who's just a little streamer. He likes streaming Toontown. During the update for the silly meter, he's all like, I'm gonna do a floss dance while I wait for it to come up. And it's like, okay, that's funny, you know? But then like multiple members of the team saw him doing that, and they decided to tweet it out, being like, hey guys, everybody come support this guy as he flosses until the update's back up. Me and my idiot friends were just playing Scribbly on Jackbox games, but that man's got some dedication to sit there and floss for 4.5 hours. Like, dude, seriously. And so that's 3 instances where I saw either like the team itself, like on their Twitter, or just individual team members shouting out members of the community. Not even like the biggest ones either. Like, I'm not gonna say here like, where's my shout out? You know, I don't need one. Like, as one of the bigger members of the community, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what a Mega Snoop is, and nobody cares. Smile. Mega Snoop has enough followers and viewers. All right, listen. This kid's flossing. You need to go watch him, alright? This kid who only gets a couple hundred views per video instead of a couple thousand made a really good video about all the details of the silly meter before anyone else did. Go watch it. Loopy Goopy G is just a good content creator, guys. Dude, just go watch him for everything. So it makes me happy that, you know, they're listening to their community. a little bit. Like, it's a big process to actually listen to your community. You got to do a lot, let's be honest. But they're being good to their content creators, and that's really good. I like that. I guess we're waiting for one more from this guy. And so that makes me really happy that the game is actually looking out for its content creators and trying to help them grow and trying to help support them, because that's not something that they used to do. And it's good that they're doing it now. Look at all the people just thirsty for this 5-story building. Jeez. And we've got a trap, a drop, and a throw. This is going well so far. This is going to be a good building, I can tell. But while I still got you guys here, I do have one more story to tell you. And it's about my teeth. Because something happened, and it's not like, oh, he drank too much Baja Blast and all his teeth fell out. No, they're still here, so you're like, oh. But I had this issue back at the beginning of this year where I was having really bad headaches, and I had no idea why I was having really bad headaches. And it also, like, coincided with the fact that whenever I would chew, like, my teeth would hurt, and I didn't know why. Like, it was hard to chew stuff. I couldn't chew with one side of my mouth because my teeth hurt too badly. So I chew with one side of my mouth, and then I have really bad headaches up here, like near my temple, and I was like, maybe they're connected, I don't know. And then, like, after about 3 days, and like, it was so bad, so much pain in my head and my teeth that I could not sleep. I was literally like, I would try to go to sleep, and then like maybe my eyes would shut, and then I'd be asleep for maybe 20 minutes, but then the pain would be so bad, it would wake me up because of how much it hurt. Like, if you've ever been in so much pain that you cannot sleep, it's terrible. I was taking painkiller after painkiller after painkiller just so I can go about my day-to-day things. It was terrible. So that went on for about 3 days. Before I even thought to get it checked out anywhere, I was just like feeling my tongue around my mouth, being like, what could be the problem? And then I felt like something poking out of my gum. So I'm like, huh, what's that? What could that be, right? And so I go into the bathroom and I do one of these, and I'm like, and as it turns out, one of my wisdom teeth didn't come in down like it was supposed to, and instead it went out. Okay, so if it's supposed to go down this way, it came out this way. Like, it was complete, like, I don't know how it gets that wrong where it's coming out up and sideways out the back of my gum. It hurt so bad that it was actually causing me headaches, and I couldn't work, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. It was just a terrible, like, almost, I would almost say one of the worst 3-day spans of my life. That and fat camp in the 7th grade. But we don't talk about that. So with it protruding out the side, I go to my computer and I'm like, okay, gotta figure this out. Dentist near me. And for some reason, Las Vegas has a lot of dentists. The closest movie theater to us is literally on the other side of Vegas. Like, we have to Uber for about 20 minutes just to get there. There is like 5 dentists within walking distance from here. I'm not even joking. 5 different dentists. So I literally started making phone calls to all these dentists, be like, hey, I got a tooth coming out the side of my mouth. When's the nearest you can see me? And one of them's like, hey, how's next Thursday? And I was like, boy, I haven't been able to sleep for 3 days. I'm not about to be able to make myself not sleep for another week and a half. Like, listen. So there was one place that was like, hey, we can see you on Thursday and take a look at you, and if it's something that needs surgery, we can then schedule a surgery after that. And I'm like, so you want me to wait a week and a half just to be seen, and then after that, then wait another who knows how long for a surgery? No thanks. And then I tried another one, and they were like, hey, we can see you tomorrow. And I was like, I'm coming in tomorrow, alright? So I went through one more sleepless night of pain and agony, got up, walked to the dentist, and they took a look at me, and they were like, yep, your wisdom teeth are all out of whack. We should get those out of there. And I'm like, wow, that took a while for my wisdom teeth to finally cause me a problem. Because people have a problem with their wisdom teeth when they're like between 16 and 22, and I'm 24. So a little late on the whole wisdom teeth thing, but it happens. And they're like, okay, so listen, this is the issue, is that usually the orthodontic surgeon, the person who would do the surgery to take out all the wisdom teeth and everything, is here every other Saturday. And that day was the Saturday that they were there. And so I was like, okay, so what's the problem? They're like, he left early today. And I was like, really? Wow. So I'm here. I'm ready, because I knew that there's always a small chance that maybe it'll make you do surgery. I didn't eat. I didn't drink the whole day, and I was ready for it. And they're like, he left early. And I was like, son of a. And so I'm like sitting there in the waiting room, and they're like, I'm sorry, there's nothing more we can do. At least we can give you like an estimate and try to find a date for it or something. And I was like, yeah, if you could. And they're like, okay. And I was like in there, and I wanted to cry, man, because it hurt so bad, and I didn't want to wait 2 weeks just to get this fixed. And then they come back a little while later, and they're like, have you eaten anything today? And I was like, no. Like, have you drinking anything today? And I was like, you gave me this water bottle, and I've drinking this much of it. And she's like eyeballing it, being like, yeah, okay. And then she leaves for a little bit, and then she comes back, and she's all like, okay, we got somebody. I don't know if it was the oral surgeon. I don't know who it was. But they're like, we got somebody. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And they're like, okay, but the problem is we need someone to be able to take you home. And I don't own a car. I'm not rich enough to have a car. I have my license, something else I did I'm very happy about, but I don't have a car. And Brian is the only one in the household who has a car, and he was at work, and I tried calling him, and I know where he works, and they have a very strict no cell phone policy, so I was hoping that he like ditched work or was on lunch or something. But he wasn't. And they're like, we can't give you surgery unless there's somebody who is willing to come pick you up and take you home. Like, we can't have you walk home loopy brained out of your mind. And so I'm like, I'm trying to call my roommate like 500 times, and they're like, maybe we can get one of the assistants to take you home afterward. And I don't know, it was really weird for a moment. And then they're like, well, you can Uber, but somebody would have to be with you. And I was like, perfect, let me call my girlfriend. So I had my girlfriend walk down to the dentist office where I was. She was there with me for when I did my surgery. Like, I was gonna cry, dude. Like, there was so many different complications. I just wanted these out of my mouth because they were causing me so much pain. I couldn't sleep. It was terrible. And there was like all these little complications that kept coming out, and I just wanted it to all be over, man. And let me tell you, I wanted it all to be over. So they agreed that like if my girlfriend can Uber me back home, we'd be fine. And I was like, all right, sounds good. And so she got there, and she agreed to be able to Uber us back, and I was like, all right, let's do this. So I went into the operating room, and I remember them putting cotton balls in my mouth and being like, okay, we're gonna put in this IV. It's slowly gonna make you feel drowsy until you fall asleep, and then you'll wake up 20 minutes later after the surgery's done, and then we'll send you home. I was like, all right, sounds good. Wasn't a long surgery, but apparently those things make you so looped like loopy, right? So I closed my eyes, and that's basically the last thing I remember until I was here at my computer playing Pokemon on my Switch on live stream. I don't know how I got there, but that's what I was doing. I was playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu on my Switch in front of people being like, you just had surgery? What are you doing? Get some rest. I'm like, I'm fine. Go Pikachu. Like, I don't even know where that past broadcast is, but it's probably deleted now. It's been a few months, but I remember that. That's what I remember. Blacked out, and then suddenly I'm in front of my computer. My girlfriend tells me I was really loopy, and I was like, I'm gonna stream. I want to stream. I'm good enough to stream. And then I started playing Pokemon. So that was an interesting experience. I'm gonna call it for this Toonie episode. Toonie got some stuff done. He is pretty close to the number crunchers. I'm sure if I sit down and really work on that, I could get that done. 2 5-story cash bob buildings, which is way more than I'm willing to do in a day, but I've already done them. 11 more robber barons. That sounds like a fast coin mint if you ask me, and just 78 more cogs, which isn't too bad. If I had more than an hour of sitting down and recording, I could probably get more of this done. Like, I could get all of this done by the end of the day easily. I mean, I've done actual speedruns of finishing basically the entirety of DDL in about 6 hours. So it's not like these tasks are hard. They're just tedious, long, and grinding. I do want to thank you guys for all the love and support. I'm going to take this moment to announce that although it's been like a year since I've done the last Tune the Tiger episode, I won't be able to do too many more as often. Not that I'm quitting, because I'm not quitting. It's just that the point in my life that I am now, I have to think of others first. I have a girlfriend to take care of. I've got a little kitty cat to take care of. Isn't that right, Pumpkin? You adorable little thing. And I got to do things like pay off my loans. I got to pay off the dentist that I was just telling you about. That costs $2,000 to get those teeth removed. Look like I got $2,000. You know, it's like I'm not doing as well on all these social medias as I was. There's not a lot to do on Toontown, so it's not that thriving of a community where I can continue doing that as a job or anything. And then when I tried to switch and grow in other communities, it just didn't work out because, you know, it doesn't sometimes. Maybe I wasn't destined for it, you know? Maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe just didn't get the right exposure. Who knows? But wasn't enough interest in other stuff, and Toontown is just not there enough to keep it consistent for me. So I've had to step away from being a full-time YouTuber streamer, and I've already got a full job. I start on Monday, which is just a couple days from now, from when I'm recording this, and I'll have a lot less time to do videos and streams. Not that I've been doing too many videos lately. I just haven't had the motivation, but yeah, now for sure I won't have as much time. Like, if I get a video a week, I'm gonna be lucky. If I stream more than 3 or 4 times a week, I'm gonna be lucky. No longer 10-hour days for me, but it has been a real treat. You guys have been the best, being able to give me the opportunity to live out my dreams for the past few years, because this is something that, even if it's for a few years, it's not something that everybody gets the opportunity to do. I got to wake up every single day and play video games and make YouTube videos, and then make enough where I can live comfortably and pay all my bills, and then take my girlfriend to the movies and take her out to lunch and buy her nice things, and be able to buy myself some nice things every once in a while, and be able to take care of those who I loved. And it was nice, and I want to thank you guys for that. It was a real treat, and I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much for that, guys. So be it for Toonie the Tiger this time. Hopefully, excuse me, sir, I'm trying to do... You don't need to put that right in front of my face! Hopefully, Toonie the Tiger, we'll see you guys again soon. Fingers crossed. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay awesome. God bless, and peace.